Hey guys, what's up? Today I've got a little bit of a different video here. I'm going to be doing some ruins runs because I think this is one of the best ways to make money right now as a solo or a duo. In this video I'll be doing, the gameplay I'll be showing will be all solo gameplay. However, you can definitely make more money if you do this duo, so I'd highly recommend doing that. There are a couple requirements for this to be efficient as well as consistent. The requirements for this are going to be having some kind of a class that can open locked chests. Your income will be doubled, tripled, quadrupled. It's substantially more if you have some way to unlock a chest. I guess you could bring pick locks and buy them off the store, but that's also going to cut into your income, right? But running either rogue or bard so you can open those chests will provide a lot more gold here. The other huge requirement that you're going to want is a pickaxe. By using a pickaxe, we can mine the gold ore, and gold ore right now is going for a ton of gold. It's about 100 gold coins to 1 gold ore. Sometimes you can get them for 150. You can make a ton of money off this. People are making the legendary items, and that often requires 15, 20, 25, 30 gold ore in order to make some of these legendary items. So they're very valuable, and they can only be found here on the ruins map as far as I'm aware. Maybe they've added them recently to another map, but this is definitely the place to go for right now. I'm gonna fast forward here through clearing the worm. You can do this as a rogue super easily, just kind of baiting the attack and moving. It's not a huge deal. But the first gold spawn that we're going to check here on this run is down here in the center. You will have noticed that I pulled the lever to get down here, and there's some chests that we can open as well as the gold ore to mine. Didn't get anything crazy, but a couple upgrades there, which is definitely nice. So we're going to go grab the gold ore. There's a potential for 6 gold ore in this room. That cobalt can also be a gold. I've seen it a couple times. And then as well as usually a locked chest here. So this is where it becomes really valuable, because you can get the locked chest, which very commonly have green, blue, purple items like that, where we got a couple blues right off the bat here, compared to the opposite. Whereas if you don't have the locked chest, you're gonna get stuff more like this, which is honestly, that one's not bad. But as far as chests go, you'll make way more money if you have lock picking. So I'm gonna bandage up, and I'm gonna go mine the gold ore right back here in just a second. So that is where the gold ore spawns. We'll get our pickaxe out. These can have 2 to 3 ore per node, and if each one's worth 100 gold, let's say, those are insta selling right now. You can probably get 150 even if you try it. But for each one of these nodes, it's worth 200 to 300 gold if you can extract them. So this one was just 2. But we now have plus 200 gold in our inventory, plus all of our sellables, and we've only hit 1 location so far. So if we're fast, we can go and hit multiple of these. I'll actually show a little bit of a map here. On the map, let's see, we've got, let me get this pulled up. So on the map, we've got a couple of different spawns. This one, I believe we spawned kind of just in the center. So I ran directly to the center, but you kind of have 3 routes. Common spawn points are ones that you'd end up near. You have this purple route at the top, you have the pink route on the bottom left, and then you have the green route on the bottom right. If you spawn in any of the green spawn points, I recommend hitting all the chests as well as the gold ore spawns. There are some that aren't actually marked on this map with the gold ore icon, so I circled them in yellow. And it's possible there's more that I don't know about, but this is what I know for sure. I've definitely mined ore at these locations. So if you're on the green route, you can go start on one of the spawn points on the right side, pick up the gold ore there, and then move either down or up depending on which way the zone is pulling. You kind of have a couple options there. Same thing with the purple route. If you spawn anywhere near the purple, go and get the coffin. The royal coffins are circled in the light blue color on this map, and those pretty much are a guaranteed purple. So I'd always go and check those. So I'd hit that coffin, pick up all the gold chests and lion's heart chests that you can on the way over, and then try and head towards one of the gold ore, whether you go towards the center, depending on where the zone's pulling, or towards that north west side. Both are going to be really valuable. There's also gold ore. In the northwest side, there's 2 sets of gold ore, so you can actually pull 6 from that one spot, as well as in the center you can pull 6 from. So if you hit both of those in one run, you can easily make 1200 plus gold off of a single run just with the gold ore, not counting anything else. It depends on how lucky you get with the spawns, of course. Sometimes they do spawn as cobalt instead of gold, or ruby silver occasionally, I believe. But it's very valuable to make sure you are checking these. And then that last route is if you spawn on that pink side, you want to get the lion's heart chest as well as the coffin, as well as the other gold chest and the gold ore down there, and then move towards the center. Doing that route, you can very easily get 6 gold ore at the bottom, and then another 6 in the middle, and another like 1200 gold. So yeah, just keep running these routes. You will pretty much guaranteed make profit no matter how skilled you are. You can just avoid teams, grab the gold, and become very wealthy very quickly. So looking back here at the gameplay, we have gone down kind of the sewer to get some extra chests here. There's some more gold chests there that I just looted. And then we're going to head out towards the north side, and we're going to just try and avoid some people and look for a portal. All right, at this point, just the 2 gold ores worth between 200 and 300 gold. We got some cobalt ore on us and all the sellables. We're probably going to lose any like face-to-face confrontation, so sitting along the edge like this is generally ideal. By sitting on this edge, we can kind of play for blue portals without running into as many players. So we'll deal with this skeleton real quick, and then we will take the blue portal, and we'll see exactly what we made from this run. Got those killed. Open the portal, and we will jump right on out of here. So we got a ton of loot, not to mention all the gear that we got out of that. Here we go. It was a little bit quick there, but we got 200 gold for that ore, plus all of our sellables. We got another 50 for the cobalt and 50 for the longsword, and so we're up like around 500 gold on that run. And we will jump right into another run to show you a different kind of perspective here. We spawned more on that northwest corner at the top here where the gold ore is. So we're going to clear our way and beeline it directly for the gold ore. These can be contested because other people are starting to figure out that, hey, this stuff's really valuable. I should make it a priority to get to. If you drop down here, we can head right on into the mining room. We do hear some people above us that are fighting stuff. They probably don't have pickaxes though and don't know about this room, so we're just going to kind of ignore them. But there is a spawn right above this, so there's a chance that when you hop in, you'll just spawn right on top of, 600 gold and gold ore. We only got 1 spawn on this run, but we do get the locked chest here, so we're going to check that. Got a decent rogue cowl, got some decent pants. Chris dagger, and then we got a purple scroll as well as the gold, or the 2 green items. That scroll alone is worth almost 100 gold. And then after mining, we're gonna get either 200 to 300 off of this node. So we've almost got 500 gold in our inventory after we finish mining here, and we haven't done basically anything yet, right? Like you can just spawn here, pick up your free 500 gold, and then play it out kind of how I'm going to play this out here. I recommend just sticking to the edge if you're playing solo. If you're playing with a group, right, if you have a duo or whatever and you guys are a little bit more geared, then it's more worth it to try and contest from more veins. But there's a much higher chance of you dying if you're trying to hit 2 or 3 veins up in a single match. Whereas if you kind of stick next to the ones that you spawn to and then move just along the edge, you can almost always get one of the early blue portals and then just escape with like a 500 gold profit, buy some gear, and then go back maybe with a duo or whatever when you're geared and ready to like kill people. So we'll just loot the top section here. We'll check the chests that are here. Got some boots, not too bad. I'm gonna check down here. There's a chest. I wasn't sure if there's a way to double jump up this cliff here. So I wanted to mess around with it for a little bit on Rogue. I don't play a ton of Rogue, but when I'm solo, it's definitely, in my opinion, the meta. You should run Rogue if you're playing solo almost 100% of the time. Almost every other class isn't really viable solo. They all have pretty substantial weaknesses that are hard to overcome. Fighter being too slow, Ranger having issues. Probably the second most viable one I would say is a Ranger. But if anyone gets close to you, it can still be pretty difficult to survive solo. Wizard I think is just too squishy and too slow. A lot of the time, even with haste, you're going to get ran down by rogues and things like that most of the time. Barbarian is another good solo class. If you want something more fighting heavy, you can definitely take Barbarian. As well as, what am I missing here? Warlock? Yeah, Warlock and Bard. Bard actually is also not a terrible solo class. They provide enough utility and strength that, as well as the ability to open the chest, which I think is basically mandatory if you're going to play solo. You get to loot less things, so you really want to make the space that you end up going through much more valuable compared to if you're running with a team where you can cover more ground easily. So we're going to loot this locked chest here. Keep getting interrupted by skeletons. Took some dumb damage, but it doesn't matter. I'm kind of playing a little recklessly because the Hell Shrine is just to our right. If you didn't know, there are 2 Hell Shrines on this map. One is in the center room that I showed just a minute ago, where we killed the worm. There's the Hell Shrine on that northwest corner. And then right here, there's also a Hell Shrine. You can kind of see it. I keep looking over that way, kind of through the grate. But I'm going to go over there and grab it real quick. We got another purple item out of these locked chests. That's another like 80 gold. So we've got like almost 600 gold, I would think, just in this inventory right now, and we've cleared like 1-ish modules, and we didn't even kill the mobs in one of them. So we've really taken very minimal risk here, and we have a ton of money in our inventory at this point. So yeah, at this point we're kind of looking for a portal. I'm not going to greed too much, so I'm kind of just hanging out on this left side. I did do a little bit of a skip. I looted some chests just on the corner, nothing crazy. And then I heard some people over here, so we're going to go look at that. We're looking for a blue portal. We do see one, but there's a wizard there. I don't know if he has a teammate, so I'm going to kind of wait. Oh, and there was the rogue. So we're just going to wait up here and see what they do. And we're going to try and hopefully steal that portal. And then we have one that actually ends up spawning behind us. So we're just going to come down. We're going to open it up. And by the time they get over here to try and stop us, we are gone and out. Alrighty, here is the result of that last run. We got 250 golden sellables and another 300 just for the gold ore. So that's 550 there. I'll also show you some of my other runs. I started at 395 gold on this account or on this character. And across these few runs, I did 4 in total, with also 4 death runs where I failed to make it out. I managed to make all of these. Here are some of the end results there, and here's the last result after 4 runs. So I had 1,900 gold from 395 in 4 runs, 4 successful runs using this strategy. I did die 4 times as well, I will make that clear. But yeah, that should be it for this video. Hopefully you guys find some success with this strategy, and I'll catch you guys all later. Remember to like and subscribe.